So the Gypsy King has come out and said recently, why didn't the media cover this whole I guess he's talking about the British media, the media in England. Why didn't they cover, why didn't they basically crucify Anthony Joshua for these tweets, these allegedly racist tweets that he sent to Eddie Chambers? Because, like, he's basically saying, like, when he does stuff like this, he gets crucified. When he, well, not racist stuff, but, like, when he goes around saying stuff about Twitter, because you know how he always posts stuff on Twitter or even on Instagram. And you know how Tyson Fury, he doesn't care, like, what he says. And every time he does that, like, the British, not just, like, the American media, but the British media, they're all on his ass. They make, a bunch of articles talking about it. So he's basically saying, how come they didn't treat Anthony Joshua the same way? Why, when it comes to him, he gets chastised and called all these type of names, and people make articles slandering him, but Anthony Joshua does this and you get 2 articles and that's it. They just slide it under the rug. And he does have a point there. I think what Tyson Fury has to realize, that money talks. Money talks. Anthony Joshua is the cash cow in England. He's beloved by England, so they're going to hush anything under the rug that he says. Tyson Fury is England. He's British himself, but he is not as I would imagine he's not as loved. I don't think Tyson Fury is as loved as Anthony Joshua. I think Tyson Fury has fans. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of them don't like him either. I've seen Tyson Fury say out of his own mouth that a lot of British people, they don't accept him because he's a gypsy or something like this. They don't like him. This is what he said out of his own mouth, because he's a gypsy. They don't like him and stuff like that. So I don't know how true that is, but I remember him in the past saying that he was like, I'm British, but I'm not accepted because I'm a gypsy. They don't like me. So maybe that has something to do with it. Or he's a pikey. I remember he said they call me pikeys. Like, he's always like posting on his Twitter like stuff that people say, racist stuff. Like, he says they call him a pikey. They call the gypsy people a pikey. So I think, like, even though he's British, I think, like, again, I'm not from England. I'm not from there. Maybe you guys could correct me, but I think maybe even though he's from the UK, like, he's not accepted by all the people there. Like, he's maybe rejected, the way the LWC rejected me, even though I'm an American like them, but they rejected me, apparently, so, maybe that's what it is. Maybe not everybody, because I've seen some UK boxing fans, like, trash Tyson Fury, so maybe that's it. And I think when it comes to AJ, I think he's more beloved. And maybe the media feels this way too when it comes to the Gypsy King. So that's why they crucify him, but they don't crucify Anthony Joshua. But yeah, I thought this was interesting because Tyson Fury does have a point. He does have a point. It's like when Mayweather was fighting and Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather will always complain, whenever he does something bad or say something controversial, the American media will crucify him, and he would be like, I'm an American, why do they do this to me? And if you remember, his arch enemy was his nemesis was Manny Pacquiao, and the American media would praise Manny Pacquiao. So I remember a lot of times Floyd Mayweather Jr. would come out and be like, yo, how come the American media chastises me and crucifies me when I'm an American, but they chastise me like I'm the foreigner? Yeah, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao's from the Philippines. He's not from America. He just lives in America and he trains in America. But or I think he trained in America. But they don't chastise him. They don't, when he does something bad or something that's called controversial, they don't chastise him. So, maybe Tyson Fury has a point here. And yeah, guys, that's all I have to say. Make out. Thanks for watching.